Good morning everyone, I'm Edoardo Brianzi, CEO of Bimar Italy and Innovation Manager in Ewel, a company located in Hong Kong with a showroom and offices in Shunde, in Guangdong. Bimar has been operating in the international market of small domestical appliances since 1974 and he has made of the continuous innovation his strong point. For over 10 years, we have specialized in the development and manufacture of a wide range of items for heating, ventilation and air treatment. Our Italian design has always distinguished us to style and quality. We then added ability to be connected to ensure excellent performance with energy saving and to ever closer to the request and need of our customers. We have in fact designed and developed in Italy the first convector remotely manageable with Bluetooth technology. My dream then was to integrate the best economic condition in the short time. Each items of our offer with small connected appliances, which can be integrated with a rising communication system. Day after day, the dream became reality. Thanks to the continuous commitment of my team and exchange with Tuya, with whom we have established an intense relationship of collaboration and exchange of the respect know-how gained through years and research and work. The data confirm that the Italian and the European market, despite the continuous growth of recent years in IoT and smart home, still have wide spaces for growth in the various sectors, for example in the smart agriculture and in the smart factory, in the smart logistic, of course also in the smart home. IoT connections are in fact continuously increasing and their use is constant, in line with the technology evolution of this period. In particular, the Italian IoT market has performed very well in recent years, with a slight slowdown in 2020 due to COVID-19 and in line with the trend recorded in Western countries, oscillation between -5 and +8%. In 2020, the total volume stood at 6 billion euros. There are 93 million active IoT connections in Italy, of which 34 million are mobile connections. In particular, the market for intelligence appliances and the smart home, functional and now necessary for the greater well-being of any environment, continues and grows, thanks also to the arrival of the evolution of the voice system. Following this strong development, new business models have been born, which are advantageous for consumers and businessmen, even in a difficult period such as the one marked by the pandemic. Our success arises from a corporate vocation for continuous innovation and from a team of specialists, who today is represented by Monica, Ewel Export Manager, to whom I give the floor.
Thanks to Mr. Brianzi, I'm glad to be here to tell you about our history. So, at what stage are we in Italy with the use of IoT in the every person daily life? What advantages can derive from the smart home? Do Italians appreciate all this news? in the minutes that follow, we will try to answer these questions, supporting our arguments with data and numbers. The data collocated in 2019 and 2020 tell us about a market full of opportunities. We can therefore anticipate that the smart home in Italy is a reality already, but there are still wide empty spaces we can grow in. The analysis carried out in the fact lead to estimate a very strong growth of the Italian market in the coming years, up to a dimension of over 1 billion euro in 2023, plus 26% of annual average growth from the 2020. Already in recent years, moreover, the market for smart home solution has grown in Italy to a significant extent and is now characterized by greater maturity, with offers that increasingly focus on the services and needs the connected objects can satisfy. The growth of interest in smart home also acquires a significant value in reducing energy consumption and in the ecological transition of our societies. 2020 was a difficult year for everyone, but the numbers in the sector are still very encouraging. The national market of the smart home stands at 505 million euros, with a slight decrease of 5% compared to 2019. 69% of consumers know the smart home. 43% of consumers own a smart device. Actually, we recorded a drop of sales about minus 60% and minus 100% during the first lockdown, and a steady recovery in the second part of the year. Moreover, the slowdown in the sector compared to previous years was also evident in other European countries, especially in Spain, stable at 420 million, and France with 1.1 billion, plus 3%, while Germany with 2.9 billion, plus 16%, and the United Kingdom, 2.8 billion, plus 10%, have maintained significant growth. The slowdown in the market, however, did not decrease the level of knowledge and the use of connected objects by Italians. 69% of consumers have heard at least once about smart home, plus 1%. 43% have at least one smart device, plus 1%. And 2 out of 3 claim to often use the purchased smart solutions. All this data came from a trustworthy source. They can be found in the research of the Internet of Things Observatory of the School of Management of the Politecnico University in Milan, posted during the online conference. Stay at home, stay in a smart home, the smart home to the test of the COVID. It is therefore easy to assume that the pandemic has helped to renew the interest of Italians for the home and the growth of the digital culture of users, 2 elements that will shape the market in 2021. The other factor to take into account is the entry of new players in this market, for example, from furniture manufacturers to the GDO, from real estate to car manufacturers, with the consequence of widening the boundaries of competition, thus offering new opportunities to the capable players of understanding consumer needs in a timely manner. If we go deeper into our analysis, we find that the new centrality gained by the house during the pandemic has favored the sale of smart home solutions. In fact, we note that security solution, video cameras, windows and door sensors, and connected locks maintain a significant role for market share, 21%, with 105 million euros, while marking a decrease of 30% compared to 2019. However, the market is dominated by smart speakers and smart household appliances, which together reach over than 30% of the market and show a significant increase even in the year of COVID-19. In fact, the growth of smart home speakers continues with a value of 105 million euros plus 10%, equal to 21% of the market. Next are the household appliances with 100 million euros, equal to 20% of the market and growing by 17%, characterized by an expansion of connected offer with home categories such as vacuum cleaner, air purifiers, which marked a boom in the sales. The use of smart functions by consumers is also growing, accounting for 59% of those who possesses large and small appliances, plus 19%. Boilers, thermostats and air conditioners connected to the management of heating and air conditioning having benefited from the incentives of Superbonus and Ecobonus promoted by Italian government, marking a growth of 15% with sales of 75 million euros, equal to 15% of the market. Then we have the audio speakers, 9% of the market, and connected light bulbs, 8% of the market, whose sales are driven by numerous offers that includes bundles with our devices. Very encouraging news from the consumer front are over 2/3 of Italian consumers have heard at least once of smart home, 69% plus 1%, with a higher level of knowledge among 18 and 34 years old, 82%, and among users who are more familiar with technologies, 89%. It also raises the percentage of users who own at least one device, 43%. There is less concern for privacy matter, which affects only 45% of users compared to the 54% in 2019. While there is still a strong need to keep control of connected devices in the home, indicated by 57%, with only 25% that wouldn't trust their home to autonomous management by smart devices based on artificial intelligence. Finally, two elements of the more strictly technological side. Continues the evolution of smart home enabling technologies. During 2020, there was an important push towards the standardization of integration technologies, with the development of specification and certification programs dedicated to interoperability. Finally, intelligent vocal assistants have not only introduced great innovation in terms of solutions for users, but they also act as a driving force for the entire sector, which has seen as an increase in the sales of several smart devices for home. Thanks everybody for your attention and your time.
I'm sure that this exchange of data and information has enriched us. We will all return to our smart home with a useful and interesting news. And of course, with the hope to being able to meet each other in person soon.